Welcome to Greenville University and Robert E. Smith Field for today's game between the McMurray College Highlanders and your Greenville University Panthers.
All right, let's get her done. GU 1-2. 1-2. GU.
And now the starting lineup for the Panthers. Batting first, shortstop number 2, Ryan Taylor. Batting second, the right fielder, number 3, Austin Lawrence. Batting third, the third baseman, number 44, Clayton Wolf. Batting fourth, the first baseman, number 37, Sam Hodges. Batting fifth, the center fielder, number 6, Andrew Torbeck. Batting seventh, the second baseman, number 26, Ty Maxey. Batting eighth, the catcher, number 10, Devin Gum. Batting ninth, the left fielder, number 14, Clarence Falls. And the pitcher, number 12, Adam Lamb.
Last year I knew that was probably the biggest thing keeping me from on the field. So last summer I worked really hard on not getting used to failure, but just being okay with it and just learning from it. Because this year I feel like a strikeout happens, a bad call from the umpire happens, errors happen. It's just kind of how I got through that. Just telling myself it's a game of failure and not everybody's perfect at it. So that helps me a lot.
I've been injured twice here at Greenville in 3 years. First one was my freshman year. At the end of my freshman year, we were throwing, and I ended up having a stress fracture in my elbow, basically breaking my elbow. So in that next November during my sophomore year, I had surgery. I put a screw in right here, and then cleaned up the back of my elbow, which had some problems as well. And then I battled back. I missed the start of my sophomore year, and then I came back, was playing, and then the first game of the conference tournament, I dove into a base. I was stealing, and I went in the second, and whenever I went in head first, and I dislocated my shoulder, my left shoulder, and in that process, I tore the labrum completely off the bone, and so then that required another surgery in August, and so I was in a sling for 7 weeks for that one, 2 weeks for the elbow, and you know, it's been and they were all about a year away from each other, so both in May. So it's been a lot of time in a sling, more time injured than healthy.
Coming into college, you know, the game's totally different. In high school, you've got just your high school pitching, your high school on defense, you've got high school hitters hitting to you in defense, and the game kind of seems to come easy. You know, for me, it came pretty easy, especially hitting. I was always able to hit the ball, and college is a totally different story. You know, you face a lot more challenges that you never face in high school. You know, guys are throwing harder, guys is breaking balls, they're better, especially defense. You know, guys are throwing harder, and you know, guys make mistakes even at the college level. You know, you see guys in the pros, they make mistakes, but you know, it's how can you bounce back and pick those guys up when they do fall.
Oh, that's good.
It's really hard. It is. You know, it's, you know, as a person who loves the game of baseball, it's tough to, you know, show up to the field in a sling and watching all your friends play, especially in the fall. I've missed the past 2 fall seasons, you know, showing up and just, you know, having to help out in other ways and not being able to, you know, be out there competing with the guys and getting better every day. So it's real tough. It's just, I don't know, I just love the game so much, and, you know, that's what really drives me. I wake up in the morning and I you know, just finding little ways to get better even whenever you're hurt, whether it be going to the weight room whenever we have team liftings and just riding the bike, and, you know, just having that personal drive to be the best I can be no matter what's thrown my way.
Yeah, so there's a couple people that I've turned to kind of give me advice, you know, what different things can I work on, or, you know, ways to improve my game. And just mentally, I think I've grown a lot mentally, just, you know, process oriented, thinking through the game and trying to stay focused throughout the game. I always just tell myself, be aggressive, be aggressive. In between innings, you know, I'm just out there saying, be aggressive. No matter what ball comes to me, just be aggressive and go get it. You know, if it comes to get me, you know, then that's the time I fail. But if I go and get it.
For hitting, I'm usually a big person on confidence, which I'm sure a lot of people are. But I just like to tell myself things like, the 3 C's I go by is cool, calm, and confidence. So I tell myself that before every at bat. I tell myself be short through the ball and stay through it, and I just tell myself those 2 things, and it helps me a lot. I don't think about anything else. I don't think about my past at bats. I just try to drive the ball up the middle.
Yeah, so at the plate, I normally pick a spot on the bat. You know, I'm always focused on my breathing, and then everything else just comes natural. I just kind of focus on that spot on the bat, and then once I step in the box, I'm just trying to get my timing down and just kind of get in a rhythm, and then prepare myself for that pitch. You know, whether it's the count or, you know, certain guys got a good pitch, so I'm kind of focused on that, but I'm keeping a big picture, and I'm trying to focus on my spot too. You know, I may be worried about his pitch, but at the same time, I'm more focused on my pitch as well.
Mainly just taking every at bat and really thinking about it, and just leaving the bad at bats behind. And because I will get future at bats, so just mainly focusing on the next thing to come.
There's a big mental part of baseball, and, you know, that's part of the game, of recognizing the game, understanding the game, and there's, along with that, of staying mentally prepared to play baseball, you have to be mentally prepared to prepare for baseball. So there's a lot of, you know, focusing on, you know, whether that be just watching baseball, you know, just turning on an MLB game, just staying focused in the game, you know, being around the game, staying focused that way, picking up on the little things that you don't normally do, you know. So whether that be watching more intently on other people's swings, or watching more intently on how to do a drill, or focusing more intently on, you know, whenever you're cleared to play a little bit more, focusing more on the little things, and kind of helping you fall back in love with the game, doing the little things right again. New ball game, let's go.
Now we're at Riley Hammy.
I will. We've seen 10 times better than that first guy. We should have 10 hits, not 5. Gotta have good luck.
to win ball games. And we had our share of some good fortune, but you know, they got their share. The pop up in right field, that left ballpark, that was probably a 280-foot fly ball. The ball in the sun that Sam couldn't see down the line. Okay, those are just two unfortunate things that happen. It's baseball, and those kinds of things happen in this game. And you know, it cost us. It cost us. I'm not blaming anyone for those things happening. Those things are part of the game. And so, you know, and then Wolf pulling his hamstring, going around second base, and that being the third out of the inning. That's another bad break. So, you know, things didn't happen for us in that game. We could have been a little bit better at the dish, I think, competing a little bit better, staying in the zone. I felt like we left the zone a few too many times there. Come out and we've got to win the series. That means we've got to win the next two games. And it starts here tonight with this game right here. This is the only one we can win, and it's the only one that's within our control right here. So we've got to focus ourselves on what matters in the moment, and that is this next ball game. Got it?
Yes, sir.
You ready?
Yes, sir.
We got to be all pulling the same direction. We got to all be grabbing the rope and giving everything we got right here. Okay? So let's do it. Let's go get this game.